And I believe, there we go. Hello, psychos and sword fighters. My name is TV Sky, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet, where I just consulted YouTube, like, where the heck can you find one of these little guys easily? And it turns out, right the heck here, there seems to be a guaranteed spawn. Here, being in the West Area 1, just a bit north of the Pokemon Center, right up here. I rode in here, and it just popped up immediately. Absolutely no need to wait around for encounters, so that's pleasing. Because if you remember the end of the last episode, I was quite desperately searching for one of these little guys, because I want one in my party. Now, there are fire types, so Nocli should be able to take them on. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Mostly I'm worried about accidentally KOing this little guy. There we go, that'll do. Also, sure got a lot of Western twang in the music got around here. Howdy, son, you're coming with me. My name's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Should maybe have bought more Pokeballs before I came out here, if its catch rate is going to be low. Nope, got it. Howdy doody, son. You're going to be my new best friend. You and I going to have a lovely time running around together. I guess lick. It's not really a very good move.
Its firepower increases when it fights, reaching over 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. It likes berries that are rich in fat.
Yeah. I think I'll give you a name. Kirito. Now, there isn't like a special evolution need for that to... Ah, it needs malicious armor. A special item. Okay, so where do I find that? I'm just Googling my way to this because I want it. Let's see. In the meantime, pick up some things and head back to the Pokemon Center. Maybe catching a few things along the way. It's locked behind a side quest. We need 10 Sinistee chips. Doing so requires you to find the areas... Aha. So there's a side quest, huh? Okay. And that's near the Poison-type Team Star base. Fair enough. Hang on, there was a... Chime, there you are. Oh no, that's not a... Oh, I thought it was the little Chime Pokemon, Flittle. That seems to be a new one. Give it a headbutt, would you? Well, let's see if I can catch you with a Great Ball.
It spends its time running around wastelands. If anyone steals its beloved berries, it will chase them down and extract its revenge.
Okay. Wow, okay. Vengeful little bastard. I like it. Let's see, there was a Rockruff around here as well, right? saw it 2 seconds ago. Well, I've already got Mudbray, I believe. And I've already got you as well, little boy. But Fanfi I have not. Or, yeah, Fanfi. That is what you're called. Fanpy, rather. Bonk. And one more time. Nice. I am running out of Pokeballs, though. But okay, it looks like I can't, like, it's...
It is far stronger than it appears. If a Fanpy is swinging its trunk around and your arm gets hit by it, your arm bone will shatter.
Dark? Scary? But it looks like from the guide I'm reading that in order to evolve Charcadet into Ceruledge, that's relatively late game that I'm going to have to wait for that. Or at least later than now. So Kirito might have to... I'm going to need to check out his move list, like what moves it learns. So I can figure out... It's not a rock type, is it? Is that a grass type? It is green. And its head is like an... I think that might be a grass type, actually. Okay, might wanna let... Well, actually, Kirito might be a good choice. Might want to let Pillsbury take care of weakening that. Let's see, learn set. Okay, learn stuff until level 32. And Armor Rouge doesn't start to learn anything until... Okay. Okay, so you can beneficially actually evolve... Okay. Yep, definitely grass type. Huh. Okay. Much to consider. Wait, no, I didn't need to use an Ultra Ball. Okay, well, it caught it. That's the important part. It caught it.
Traditional Paldean dishes can be extremely spicy because they include the shed front teeth of capsicum among the ingredients.
So it is a capsaicin Pokemon. It's a spicy pepper Pokemon. Which is weird, because that's Fuecoco, though. Fuecoco is the spicy pepper Pokemon. I guess there's two spicy pepper Pokemon. I know Fuecoco probably isn't classified as the spicy pepper Pokemon, but, you know, still. Oh, hey, Mankey. No, I need to go back to the Pokemons. I need to buy more Pokeballs and Great Balls. Pardon me. Okay, well, at least I know how to evolve into Ceruledge now, so that's cool. Yeah, because Charcadet has absolutely rancid base stats. My god. 255, that is not amazing. All around, not amazing. Whereas the evolved form has 525, which is pretty good. So yeah, I might not want to have Charcadet on my team so much. I mean, I need to do EV training with it, I guess. Increase its base stat. To make it worth it? Okay. Much to consider. Much to consider. Let's see. Because, like, Flame Charge Incinerate, yeah, like, it learns things until level 32. At which point it needs to evolve in order to learn the rest of its moves. Okay. Alright. Let me think about that. In the meantime, I think Charcadet can probably go back in the box. Or Kirito can. The name will make sense once it's evolved into Armor Rouge. Or, Cerulege, rather. I also, this is something while I was running around trying to find Charcadet here, I also ran into the female version of Oinkolon, which apparently has a very different, for a second I thought it was a shiny, so I got real excited, and then no, it turned out just the female form of the Pokemon, which has a completely different Pokedex entry, too, which is cool. Okay, well, if we're not bringing you with us, maybe we should... Do I want to just go back to routes and still move that up? Because Psychic type is a nice type to have. On the other hand, other hand, my feeling is I want to engage with a new Pokemon. And there's actually a Psychic gym later in the game where a Dark type might be nice to have. So why not let Mashiv have a shot? Let's see. Do I have any XP rare candies? Yes. Here, eat up. Just get boosted a little bit through that. Yeah, do I have any good... Bulldoze is good. I don't remember if... Are you ground rock or are you just rock? Just rock, okay. Then I'd rather give Bulldoze to Wooper, frankly. I think we can replace Mutt Shot.
No, we'll replace Tackle. Don't be silly. Not Mutt Shot. Dumbass.
No one can learn False Swipe. Well, cool. Or even Rock Blast. Why the hell can't Noctli learn Rock Blast? Not that I want to learn it, it's a shitty move, but still. Come on. Oh well. Where am I going? Right, I was going to the grass gym is the thing I was trying to technically do. Is that's what I was doing. Is I was going to the grass gym to see if I could take it on. I mean, yeah, with the... I don't think the team I have right now is very well set up for it, though. All things considered. Because Smoliv is grass, so that's not really going to do much. Wooper is ground type partly, so the poison type isn't really going to protect it, and it's not evolved either. Kirio's water, so that's not going to work. Noctli, not going to work because it's rock type, so I really only have Pillsbury and Mashiv, which is way underleveled, so... That might actually necessitate some grinding to get that up to speed. And Kirito's too low level as well. It's not really going to do much. And I don't really have... I mean, well, actually... I do have Spook, who's a pretty solid level. 21, that's okay for around here. But outside of that, in terms of stuff that works on grass, I just don't... Because the only other fire type I have access to is Fletchling, which isn't going to do much. So I guess Kirito's going to have his day anyway. Replacing Kirio for a little while. I have Growlithe, that's true. But I want to use... Yeah, I can't just use new Pokemon for this, I guess. Well, Horton Heat is a flying normal, so that would work, technically. Is that kind of what we're going with? Just spend some time getting Meshiff and these three jokers up to scratch and replace Smoliv with Ralts, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's the play. I guess so. Right, and fortunately, there is a decent area to grind. Out here. What? No, I'm not going into the gym. Leave me alone. Yeah, I thought I was about to get a phone call from the stalker again. Out here is where I mean that there is. Which is that past the gym, or is that... Just let me make my map point northwards, Pokemon game, please. Why would you rotate it with my view? Like, why is that a thing that the game does? Why does the game think that that's good? Like, the thing you need is literally cardinal direction. Because we can encounter... the leveled up pigs out here, which are normal type and beatable. That's a normal type move. It's not a fairy type, so that's not going to do much against me. I forgot to buy Pokeballs again. I'm an idiot. Oh, that was a critical hit? Yeah, no, yeah. That is suboptimal damage, I think. Oh, come on, don't do that. That's annoying. Okay, well. Ow. There's also the regional. Like, I was here at one point looking for the Charcadet. Oh, stop doing that! Oh my god. Okay. I was here looking for the Charcadet, and I found the regional version of Taurus. I didn't pick it up. I didn't want to catch too many Pokemon when I wasn't on camera. Just so that no critical hits do anything stupid. There we go. No, wait, I didn't need to catch it. I already have it. Oh, no. Reflex. Pure reflex. There goes my last Ultra Ball. You idiot. But like I said, see? 600 experience. That's pretty good. As we peek under the ground. No. I just want to release it, honestly. Sorry, Oinkalone. I caught you for no good goddamn reason. I need to buy more Pokeballs, because there it is. Okay, well, screw it. Since we're here, let's try and catch it. I mean, theoretically, since Spook is a ghost type, Taurus there should have a tough time hitting it with anything, right? I don't believe it gets many any non-normal attacks. No, it gets assurance. Oh, god damn it, right. It does. So that's not useful. Okay, well, that's not great. Not amazing. Not fantastic. Don't love that. At which point, I guess Pillsbury was once again my best bet. Although I'm worried that it doesn't really have the defense to stand up to a Taurus stomping on its head. It does have the level advantage, which is something. But I think I am just gonna throw an X defense at it, just in case that thing has Stomp. I can't remember when they learned that. Another X defense, then. Let's try a bite first, though. Well, there goes that entire X defense. Oh, it has a different type in the regional form, because of course it does, because why wouldn't it? Of course it does. Of course it has a different type. I guess it's dark type now? That would make sense with it being black. Then I might not want to use Play Rough on it. That might be bad. I want to catch it, though. I really, really, really want to catch it, and I need it to be low health in order for that to happen. Okay, well, I don't... I have 3 Pokeballs. Okay, this might not work. This might have been a bit of a waste of time. Yeah. It's like, I guess I could make Ralts try and make it fall asleep, but... No, you know, I'll just come back. I'll just come back for it. Unless it knocks me out now with another critical. It does not. Good. Oh, this was annoying. Oh, come on! You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me with this. Come on. Jesus. Okay, give it another bite. Get it to... If we're doing this, give it another bite. Get it to red health. Let's throw a Pokeball. Let's see what happens. Nope. Might as well spend the last one. Oh my god. I'm not trying a netball. Hey! The very last Pokeball. The very last Pokeball does it. A fighting type now. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
This kind of Taurus, known as the combat breed, is distinguished by its thick, powerful muscles and its fierce disposition.
No. Does it have a regional evolution? I don't think so, right? Hey, Ralts, finally. Took you long enough, buddy. There we go, Kirlia.
The cheerful spirit of its trainer gives it energy for its psychokinetic power. It spins and dances when happy.
Well, neato. Not a wasted trip, at least. What's that? Oh, that little thing. Okay, let's heal. I think in order to spare you the whole grinding session, I'll cut here, and then I'll be back once I'm done getting things up to level. All right, there we go. Welcome back. It's been a while. I have been running around mostly just fighting whatever evolved Pokemon I can get my hands on, and now I've got a full team of level 20, almost 25s-ish. And I figure, surely that's enough to take on the grass gym, right? Like, it doesn't seem like Pokemon around here are much higher level than that. So, we can probably... Oh yeah, I should say also, I had Dreep in my party, right? Because I was thinking, oh, it's a dragon, like that's resistance to grass, that's good. Sort of forgetting that, oh no, wait, it's a fucking dragon. When does Dreep evolve exactly? Oh, at level 50, turns out. It evolves at level 50 and then at level 60. Until then, it has base stats of like 230 or something. It's really stupid to actually keep it in my party. So I got rid of that pretty quick. And replaced it with Taurus instead, which isn't gonna evolve, but it's a fighting type, which should do okay against these goddamn grass types, right? So yeah, I've got Maschiff in here. I've got Clodsire because, like, yeah, it's ground type, but it's also poison, so it's not gonna take too much damage. And I've got dear little Kirito as well, who's been allowed to tag along because it's a fire type, even though its base stats are kinda crappy. The type advantage should do it well. So, let's see what this grass gym is all about.
Hi, Skyen? It's so wild that we ended up randomly visiting the same gym at the same time, again!
Girl. Is this the game tacitly admitting that she's stalking me?
What a weird coincidence! I swear I'm not just sneaking ahead of you so I can lie wait and go, oh, weird, might as well battle you now that you're okay.
Okay, she's stalking me.
No, seriously, look, to prove it, I won't even challenge you to a battle this time. Much as I'd like to. But look at you and your Pokemon. They've definitely gotten stronger since last time.
Yeah.
Add these to the mix and you'll be 100% set to go, no problem.
Oh, cool, Ethers.
I'll be cheering for you. I'll go train like maybe 20 Pokemon or so while you tackle the gym.
Did my hair just change? Wait, hang on. Did that cutscene just change my hair? What the hell?
Welcome to the Artisan Gym. Let me register you as your challenger.
Don't think I'm gonna do her dialogue. She's gonna say the same thing about the gym test.
As you may know, Artisan is a city of artists. The artwork made by the people here is largely inspired by nature and the sun that nurtures it. Well, since Sunflora embody these concepts, we try to gather them and take good care of them. Your job today is to find the Sunflora located throughout Artisan. Remember, these Pokemon look like sun-shaped flowers.
Gather 10 of them, Sunflora Lawn. Cool. Find Sunflora. Can do. Didn't you mark it on my map? I'm sorry, where's the Sunflora Lawn? Oh, it's to the right of me. She said to the right, and I figured, like, down the road over here, but no. Doi.
Hi there. I look after the Artisan's Gym Sunflora. I hope you're ready, challenger. It's time for a game of Sunflora hide and seek. I'll go ahead and ask the Sunflora to spread themselves out around town.
Okay. I guess we just run around. How much of Artisan exactly? Are these guys gonna spread themselves out over? Because that looks like one. Oh, that's just... Okay, yeah. So they're not gonna be standing still and pretending to be statues. Good. Or maybe they are... Nope. Yay, okay, that's one. I can't, like, get away from them by accident or something, right? No, okay, they just spawn up right next to me. Okay, so that's Sunflora in... It's a city of artists, but apparently they only know one motif total. Okay, there is a TM up there. Can't climb the climbing wall. What a thrill. And that doesn't get me anywhere. Also, is there just like one artist called Brassius and that's like it? But then how do I get up there? No, because I can't go past there because I can't climb under that shit. Here, I guess? With darkness and silence through the night. Okay. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll meld into you. There we go. Jeez. Oh god, do I have to climb all the way? No, actually, no I don't. I do not. Yeah. Ah. No, I don't want to leave town. I want to keep going, but... Okay, fine. Well, you made it a little easy. That's 4. Oh, it wants to fight. Okay, well. It's stuck in low frame rate. Oh, no. Oh, it has like, it's only level 14. Okay, well, maybe I'm overleveled for the gym then. I'm okay with that. Oh, poor thing. It's stuck in low frame rate. I think it's because I've zoomed the camera out. It is a little bit like I'm fighting a stop-motion enemy. Okay, I'll zoom the camera in so that doesn't happen anymore. Let's see. Would there happen to be one hiding out up here? Yes, there would. Hello. Oh no, nope, still stop motion fight. Okay, well, here, dear friends, we see the difference between being animated on 1s, as Kirlia is, and animated on 3s, I would almost think. With Sunflora, because that doesn't even look like 30 FPS to me. That looks like... Or rather, that doesn't even look like 15 FPS, that looks like 8 FPS to me almost. Okay, then. Seven. Not gonna have to fight that one, right? No. I also think I was overthinking just how carefully they would be hidden a little bit. I bet one of them is gonna actually be in the plant pot pretending to be a thing. Well, that's 8. That's 9. And we've got a 10th and an 11th one over here. Okay, so they scatter way more than 10 around, but... Okay, then. And then all the extras just despawn, I guess. Look at them. They're stuck up there. But I get why these are all reduced to a lower frame rate, because you're going to have 10 Pokemon on screen at the same time, in addition to all of the NPCs in the town. It probably makes sense from a performance perspective to keep them specifically at a low frame rate, just to make sure that the entire town doesn't glitch out and crash. Which is a little sad, of course, that it has to come to that. Because, again, this game is so desperately unfinished. But c'est la vie. So it goes.
Well done on fighting all these Sunflora. You could pass the gym test with flying colors.
Now head back to the gym, report your results. I'm going. Hello, I win.
Am I ready to challenge Gym Leader Brassius, the verdant virtuoso?
Yes, I am. Let's have a look at him. It'd be nice if it was the gym leaders themselves administering these tests, though. Like, I feel like that would make a little more sense. Like, just in terms of, like, showcasing them as character designs, because otherwise they're just sort of characters that only exist within the fight you have with them in the post scene, which is like, okay, I guess. So, greetings, Challenger, and that'll be him saying it. Okay, so we're a dramatic little bitch. Huh. Is that a beehive? No, it's a whip.
You did well to come this far. I am Brassius, an artist specializing in grass-type Pokemon. I'm also the gym leader here at Artisan Gym.
Oh, Artisan, of course, Artisan, because of course.
I was observing your gym test from atop the windmill, you know. The perception you displayed in finding Sunflora was truly... Oh, how shall I describe it? Yes, it was truly avant-garde.
Oh boy, you need to just go to bed earlier, my boy. Oh wow, that's a lot of no eyebrows right there. Holy shit, you have a face. You have a face and a half. So the hair obviously is brambles and thorns, and that's the motif that repeats kind of throughout his design, especially with the whip. It's all brambles and thorns, and I think that's also the idea. Like, partly those like triangular shapes on his torso are supposed to be leaves, but also, like, you see the texture and the color of his suit. It's supposed to be the stem of a plant upon which there's thorns. Like, this guy's just all thorns all the time.
I only pray that you might demonstrate that eye for beauty in our battle as well.
But he's not a traditional pretty boy. Can't call him that with eyes like that. Like, that is a distinct face. My God.
Enough talk. We must begin creating our collaborative work of art.
I might be a little overleveled for you, dude. I'm sorry.
I trust that you are ready. It is time for our masterpiece to take shape. Art is creation and destruction. Struggle, else your defeat will nourish my Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely over level for this. That's okay. Yeah, a little bit, little bit. Good thing I'm getting the badge then, because my Pokemon are right on the edge of not being willing to obey me anymore. Let's level the playing field a little bit by sending out my weakest. Probably don't need to level to the level cap, or the soft level cap rather, for the next gym. Maybe it's okay if I don't do that. This is probably still gonna, yeah, almost one-hit KO. This battle theme is a jam too. Yeah, this slaps. Because like there's tension, right? In the way, like the pace and the speed. And you get all those little runs and those little flourishes that the various instruments are doing as they sort of talk to each other. Like this back and forth with it. Which, like, again, it suits a battle theme because there's a back and forth. This has promise. Yes, let us lead this artistic endeavor to its conclusion at once. He's going to terrestrialize that into grass type then. Which means, theoretically, I can hit it with fire, but I'm going to do Nightshade. Allow me to touch this work up slightly. I will call it Truly Woodoo. Truly Wood. Oh, yes. Good. And then the battle theme becomes unified. Like, it becomes the same. At times, art becomes a race against the clock. Let us increase the pace. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'll join you. I kind of can't tell how many elements of the original Gym Leader battle theme here remain in the terrestrialized final part of the battle bit. Oh, shit! It's, of course, still a rock type. I mean, yeah, fair enough. It still has rock moves. It would. Probably should have seen that coming from a mile away. Anyway. Yes, we'll let Clodsire in on this one. It can take a super effective hit if it needs to. By the way, I evolved Wooper into Clodsire, and Clodsire is amazing. Like, I've always liked Quagsire, but Clodsire is just... Oh, man, like, they're gonna sell so many plushies of that. And also, it does the thing, like, that there's particular lizards that can do, that can, like, extrude their own ribs through their skin as a form of protection. And it does that for a lot of its combat moves. That's kind of fucking horrifying, honestly. In a cool way, but, you know, still. Avant-garde! So he's the guy who makes all the statues and sculptures around town. Oh, what artistic tactics you employ. Yeah, they're called being way higher level than you. The patterns of your moves, the minute details of your Pokemon's performance. Everything you did was honed to perfection. Our battle was, in a word, art. Indeed, if we could not call that a work of artistry, then nothing else in this world could be labeled as such. Okay, calm down there, Andy Warhol. If I were to judge your work, I would say it passes my inspection. Yes, a pass without exception. As proof of your artistic prowess, you may have my gym badge as well. Shall we take a photo? Oh, I was hoping he would have like be sculpting like a sculpture of me or something. That would have been funny. But I guess we're just doing a power pose. Fair enough. If you possess 2 gym badges, it will be easier to catch Pokémon of up to level 30, and those Pokémon should follow your commands as well. To a fantastic trainer such as yourself, I would also like to offer this, a favorite of mine. Ah, my inspiration is overflowing, as if drawn from a bottomless well. I will begin on a new piece at once. You must excuse me. Farewell. Oh, hello, art teacher. Pardon me, would you be so kind I've been hearing so much about? Nemona had mentioned there was a promising new face in the academy. Ah, yes, indeed. But I do apologize. I did not mean to startle you by addressing you so suddenly. My name is Hassel. I'm one of the Elite Force at Pokémon League. I also teach art classes at the academy. So tell me, young TV Scan, what compels you to collect these gym badges and strive to be a champion? My friend asked me to, honestly. Asked and answered, thank you. Naturally, there's no single correct answer. All paths lead to the great crater of Paldea, as they say. You know, your friend Nemona is the youngest to achieve champion rank in all of Paldean history. It is entirely possible that such great potential lies within you as well. Should you continue striving to reach champion rank, you will one day have to battle me. You would be wise to train hard, starting now. It will save you from experiencing the bitter regrets of defeat. Oh, and do come along to my art class sometime. I would be thrilled to have you attend. Cool. Can I take more classes now, or...? Yes, languages and arts. Well, higgity heck then. If some new classes are available, I'm gonna go home and take them. Heck yeah, let's go to school. After a little visit to freshen up my poor little guy. He got all tuckered out. Anyway, I want to stop sneaking. I want to get some. I want to get back to having as many new Pokemon as possible, which means I want you back instead of the Taurus. Yeah. Und I want Kiryu back instead of Pex there, because I want my water type. I don't need you until you are a Corviknight, I think. I don't want a bug type. They're too weak. That's a fairy type. Don't really need it for anything, I don't think. I mean, not that it would be bad to have, it's just... I want Pillsbury. I want Pillsbury to evolve. And you can go instead of Kirlia, because that's a fairy type anyway. Yeah. And then let's put Nocli out in front so it can get some experience. Okay. Now, Let's go to school. The air taxis, I can't remember if I mentioned this. I think I did, but I thought the air taxis weren't unlocked because I couldn't find an NPC to talk to because I'm so used to having to talk to an NPC for that kind of stuff. But yeah, of course, it's just you just mark it on the map and then you go, you dumbass. Let's go to school. Let's do some more bad German accents. Now there's a Gengar there. There was a Psyduck before. Now there's a goddamn Gengar. Language classes with Mr. Salvatore. If it was Salvatore, I could justify doing a bad Italian accent. Oh, that guy was a teacher. I did see him. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope. Je m'appelle... Oh my god, he is actually French. Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I'm so happy for this chance to experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I am here to save you from speaking languages. Funny, no? Sorry for the bad French accent. That's right. My classes will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've even heard there's a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hello, hola, ciao and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, sicher, arigato, danke. These all have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. Wow, TB Sky was it? Bravo, that is correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, sicher. I don't know if that's at all correct. These words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak with the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the people you meet very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. But everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Do the French do the V instead of W thing? I don't actually know. There's this Pexkibel. I guess that's all of the time we have for today. Well, adios, matinée. À la prochaine. See you later, everyone. I do these terrible accents, by the way, mostly because I want to torture my my fellow Europeans. I want you all to cringe and suffer as I butcher your languages and your pronunciations. Because, well, anytime a Danish accent is spoken in the world, that's what happens to me. Do you have, like, a twin, by the way, lady at the desk? Because there seems to be an identical copy of you over there to the right that I've just noticed, like, literally the same... Okay, well, Well, you know, the family that works together stays together. I don't know. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It's time for Salvatore's language lesson. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready, everyone? You can all answer with yes or oui. C'est super! In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In les cours d'aujourd'hui, in today's class, le cours d'aujourd'hui, yeah. We will learn about a certain word to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word you ask? Well, you have to guess. Délicieux, archi, buono. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious. Well, I think it means delicious. Wow, correct, c'est super. I knew I could count on you, TP Skyen. Délicieux, archi, buono.
All of these words mean delicious. Using these local words for delicious at markets and restaurants is sure to get a big sourire, a smile, that is, from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it.
No French person speaks with this accent, by the way. Like, I'm not mimicking any real French person when I do this.
People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one word of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it is not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions as well. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it will make for an ambiance plus sympathique, a more friendly atmosphere. That is all for today. See you all le prochain.
Yeah, next course, etc. Okay, I can stop now. Now we do German accent. Yay! Welcome to the Bad Accent Hour with TB Skyen. I want to see you all suffer in the comments, please.
Ja. Ich wurde Arzt mit Mr. Hassel, ja.
Cringe, you bastards. I will make you cringe.
Greetings. I am Hassel. I will be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure. The French accent is sneaking in. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Aha. Fuck. I can't find it.
Yeah, it is a pleasure to meet you all. Now let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you have learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful?
The eye of the beholder might be the right answer.
Interesting. Thank you, TB Skyen. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafa. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful, if you just take a moment to stop and think. And I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have you exhausted or when your work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all of that now. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving more enjoyable.
Well, there's a question about that, actually, because the oldest art known to mankind is more than 40,000 years old. It's cave paintings, ancient cave paintings from like tens of thousands of years before we even developed agriculture. Human beings have made art for as long as there have been human beings. And like, I would suggest that the fact that we find 40,000-year-old pieces of art that human beings made suggests that art isn't actually optional. Like, that art might actually be a fundamental human need. That it might not just be a thing for leisure and pleasure, but something that in the long term of human survival must be evolutionarily beneficent somehow, because we spend a lot of energy and time and resource. Like, the art pieces that have been found in some caves are so far up on the wall that, like, it must have taken some form of scaffolding to get up there. Like, people must have constructed ladders or scaffolds or something to get up that high to put those pictures on the wall. And that's not something you do if you're just like casually, randomly doodling on the wall because you're bored someday. That's something you do because it matters to you. Because putting this stuff on the wall, creating this artwork, like, it must have been important for some reason, because otherwise, surely you should be out finding food. Like, surely you should be doing all of the other survival things. But no, it's like, it's people who decided to take time out of their day to create some form of expressive art. And that has been a part of human existence for as long as we have evidence of human beings existing at all. So I don't think art is optional, really. Like, I think it's more optional than food, for example. But fully optional entirely? I really don't think so.
It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That is all for today. Next time we will try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty.
No right answer to that question, though. I did like that there was no right answer to his question there. Because, yeah, that is the case. Even saying, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder is not necessarily true. It is still like an interpretation. It's an interpretative framework around which to construct a reading of art.
Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. This is Professor Giebel, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Giebel, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us.
What, he can just do that? I need to throw an orb, and he can just do it? Fuck off! So anyway, Hassel, I should talk about his character design a little bit. He is... I suspect when we face him as part of the Elite Four that there will be some kind of change to his character design. But his character design is like sort of deliberately very stuffy and boring, right? Like he's got the sweater, and then under that he's got the shirt with a high collar, and then like the tie sinking down, which is sort of very... He is very much your boring artist. Like he's very stereotypically modeled after the model of like a sort of well-educated, so slightly posh, intellectual type sort of person, right? Like with a little sweater vest and like the shirt collar, and then like a sort of old-fashioned coat with like the little cape hanging off the back of it, which is sort of almost Victorian in its expression. Like he's got the slacks, he's got like the sensible boring shoes, but he does have that hair, right? And that long hair that isn't like, that's the part of him that isn't sensible, right? Because if he was a very sensible person, he would have like close cropped hair, like in a like parted to one side kind of thing, like sort of buttoned down and kind of boring. But he has that long flowing hair, which is sort of bohemian almost in its expression. And that's kind of where you can tell, okay, like, so it's like he's someone with a formal education, like he's an intellectual, but he has a free spirit. Like he has a little bit of free thinking to him. He has that flowy, flexible hair on top of his head that sort of marks him out as someone who's not conventional in that sense, right? So there's this mix between character design in terms of his fashion that sort of evokes the idea of like the stuffy university halls of knowledge kind of intellectualism, and then there's the hair, which invokes a sort of bohemian free spirit kind of idea a little bit. Like it's like it's not as distinctive. I still like the nurse the best of all the teachers at school. She's not a teacher, I guess, but the nurse. But his character design is like there's that little gap between the one thing and the other thing that sort of tells you something about the tensions inherent to his character. By the way, Penny, Penny is just the most trans character, isn't she? Like, my god.
As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibbel would be as a Dragon type. But by terrestrializing, it's succeeded in changing its type. So class, what type does these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Giebel's head represent?
Grass type.
Excellent, TB Sky. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Giebel's head shows that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra jewel closely to see which type it has become.
Yeah, something I failed to do in a previous episode.
And choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all to achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. Aber that is all for today, class. Thank you, Professor Giebel, for your help.
I should really practice my accents more. Let's see. Yeah, we can get some conversations out of them now. Nice.
Why isn't TP Skyen? I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult?
No.
That is certainly good to hear. So, TP Skyen, you choose to take on the gyms as part of your treasure hunt. That must mean you like Pokemon battles, is that correct?
No, hate them actually. I don't want to do it. I don't want to battle anything ever anymore. No, I do. I do like Pokemon battles. Just don't want to fight Nimona.
One naturally becomes skilled at doing what they enjoy. That must be why you are so strong. Do forgive me for springing such an odd question upon you so suddenly. I often find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you again for your input, TP Skyen.
Oh, hello.
I tried washing my muck at a picnic and it seemed to hate it. ¿Por qué?
Because it's a lady. It's a muck. What do you think is going to happen if you wash it? Also, just that fucking thing. Goddamn biology professor, like, you can't lure your Pokemon out inside. Like, fuck off, my god.
TP Skyen? Yeah, did you come all the way here to the staff room just to see me?
I sure did.
Since I finally made it into the arts of my students, that makes me très happy. After all, like I said in class, communication is very important. If there's anything you're confused about in my class, or if you're having trouble at the academy, you can always come here and tell me, ton ami Salvatore. Your friend Salvatore, that is. Well,
that is there's many stereotypes of French people that'll show up in Pokemon games. Rarely do they look like Mr. Salvatore, which I appreciate. Like, he is a character. He sure is. And actually, we should talk about him. I completely forgot to actually talk about his character design. But, like, with the flashy suit and the sunglasses, like, the idea of him seems to be that he is a jet setter, right? Like, he's a world traveler. He's someone who goes all over the place, charms everyone, wants to talk to everybody, who's like very communicative in that sense. It's the Violet book, The Mysterious Purple Tone. Do you want to read it? Which section would you like to read? It's Ignum. Something Pokemon. While separated from the research team and the creators of Depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell. A disc Pokemon, then, I guess. Of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. Oh. Cool. Heath, author of the Violet book, is shown here with his partner Cyclosaur, a natural historian as well as a writer. He was chosen for the Area Zero expedition and penned this account upon returning from the great crater of Paldea. Cyclosaur aided the expedition as well by bearing the team's luggage and equipment. Wait, is that gonna be Miraidon? Like, is the thing that happened in the Crater a magic thing that turned me right on into what it is now, and then that professor is gonna have been his previous... Huh, okay, shit, we need to read that. Okay, so, like I said, he seems to be based on the idea of a jet setter, like a world traveler, like a smooth talker, essentially, is sort of the vibe that they're going for with his slick suit, and the sunglasses, and the cool hair, and everything. And that's like an interesting, for a linguist, right? Because for a linguist, it would have been easy to go again with like the intellectualist stereotype, like with the tweed and with like the jacket with the patches on and like smoking a pipe and like gray haired with glasses or whatever. But here with a language teacher, like instead you're given the idea of someone who's able to communicate with everyone, right? Like a smooth talker, which is a different vibe of like, oh, okay, no, but that makes sense, right? That's a good little character design conceit. I quite like that. He's not quite... Interestingly, even though he has the most flashy outfit probably of all the teachers, I do think he's less distinct than them because his design is so coherent. Like, the main sort of weird thing about him is that he has that particular haircut, which is a little bit odd. I don't really know how to I don't know how to interpret that as part of the character design, except it's something that's just kind of weird. But that sort of makes him less outrageous in a lot of ways than a lot of the other characters that we've dealt with. Because and also that's also partly because Pokemon designs have a tendency to rely really heavily on big sort of wild anime hairstyles to distinguish their characters, but he doesn't really have one in that sense. He doesn't have the bangs that are going all over the place. His hair is cut pretty short. It's just the pattern that's shaved into it that sort of gives him that distinct vibe. Anyway, a photograph from the survey team's point of ingress to the crater, which is visible in the background. Luck favored us with fine weather making for a smooth outset, but clouds obscured the crater's distant depths, where the treasure of legend is set to lie. Now, onward and downward. Nice illustrations, these two. Within the great crater of Paldea lies the mysterious Area Zero, a place home to such landscapes, such plant life, and such Pokemon as we had never seen. It is inhospitable to human life, and as such, I suspect something altogether unknown to humankind sleeps in its depths. Like, that stark black and white is really cool. A photograph of a spot where the survey team rested on day 2 of the expedition. Note the strange symbols inscribed on the ground here. Were they left by explorers in the time of the Paldean Empire, or could they be older still? Regardless, they seemed as though they must hold some meaning. Ledges form a spiral down the inner walls of Area Zero, offering a path of descent. Vegetation and sources of water are here as well. Legends tell that precious stones or wondrous fruits have long slept in Area Zero's depths, protected by some manner of guardian. No kidding. Sketches by a survey team member. Surprisingly, the Pokemon species we observed in the upper strata of Area Zero seem to differ little from those seen outside the crater. Now and then we heard unfamiliar cries from the lower strata. That one there on the right side of the page, sort of halfway down, that looks like a gorilla. I don't actually recognize that Pokemon. Lovely little pencil drawings, though. Monsters of Area Zero, right. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon, though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast that was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team, I think we've seen this before, captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphin, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it is biologically separate, to say nothing of its treads of iron. Area Zero was home to wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempted to grow some in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest, the herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We call these Titan Pokemon. There's a Garchomp down there that's like bigger than trees. Holy crap. You accidentally Gigantamaxed your guys. Mysterious plates. During our descent into Area Zero, we came across a buried metal plate inscribed with a strange symbol. We attempted to shave off a piece of the plate, but failed to leave even a scratch. Even determining the nature of the metal seems beyond modern science. We know not why the inscription was made, let alone how. Countless days into our descent, we reached at last the very depths of the great crater. There we found a cave with formations of gemstones shining blindingly bright as far as we could see. Perhaps that strange light itself is the guardian set to watch over the treasure deep within the crater. Terrestrializing crystals. So that's where the power to terrestrialize comes from. Cool. I mean, I figured. That's usually how it goes, but still. Oh, hello. A drawing of a fantastical Pokemon is envisioned by our sketch artist. The compactness and cruelty of the strange Pokemon that dwell in Area Zero's lower reaches tickled the artist's imagination, prompting this sketch of what other species that inhabit these depths might look like. Huh. That looks, that body plan there looks weirdly similar to Miraidon in some ways. During our exploration of Area Zero's depths, I, Heath, strayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When awoken, I could only recall speaking with someone in an unfamiliar place, as if in a dream. I was holding the page shown here. The handwriting is my own, but I have no memory of writing this. The author, Heath, pictured with the director of UVA Academy. The Academy's generous funding made the Area Zero expedition possible, and the data gathered has been shared with the Academy in hopes that it will aid in the institution's research work and foster future generations of scholars and scientists. Yeah, we got that one already. Okay, interesting. Lore! Are there other books like that? Because like the reason I noticed that one is because most of the books just look like this, right? They're just green, sticking out. Now I need to know if there's more, like, important lore hiding away in these bookcases. Okay, well, I guess we're exploring the entire academy again, but taking a more careful look at every goddamn book that sticks out. Don't need information about status conditions or how to catch Pokemon. I am good, actually. I do like that the information in the Violet book, at least as far as I can tell so far, is not sort of forced onto you, right? Like, you're not forced to read that entire book. It's not something that's told to you in a cutscene. It's information that you can seek out if you want to, and then you, like, have some extra context for stuff that'll happen later, I guess. Huh. I don't know if you can hear this, but the neighbors next door are renovating the apartment. Well, the apartment is being renovated. There are no neighbors there. They moved out, and now the landlord is renovating it. So they're changing up all the floors and doing all the other stuff that needs to be done. And it's loud as hell, and there's hammering and knocking. Actually, Festivals of Paldea sounds interesting. The Paldean town of Cortondo, widely known for its olive production, is always over the Olive Harvest Festival. Yes. Okay, well, we've already been there and done that. A culture. Okay, sure. An article caught your eye. Enigmas of Paldea, Philo 6, Iron Thorns, a Tyranitar of the distant future. A strange being called Iron Thorns has been sighted in a certain cave in Paldea. This being bears a strong resemblance to Tyranitar, but it apparently displays great cool-headedness and prefers to avoid unnecessary fights. It appears to be highly intelligent and clad in metallic armor, causing some to speculate that it may be a Tyranitar, as it would appear 1 billion years from now. Its name comes from a similarly described entity that appears in the Violet book. Oh, I see. Well, that would make sense, I guess, if it was like a future Pokemon. Yeah, no, that's not interesting. Okay, so that sort of confirms that that Pokemon that's envisioned by the sketch artist, quotation marks, is definitely going to actually show up. Okay, a culture again. Iron Moth, a UFO sent to spy on humankind? The name Iron Moth was borrowed from that of a flying object described in the era-defining Violet book. It was said to resemble Volcarona and would descend from the skies, following people around and even occasionally attacking them. Some point to Iron Moth's aggression as a sign that it is in fact a UFO of sorts, being controlled by alien life. Perhaps something out there is using Iron Moth to observe us, waiting for the right moment to mount an invasion. Wait, of people and Pokemon. Okay, let's see. Is there anything in there that's interesting? No, that we already got that one. That's just the reference to Arceus. Okay. Galar history, don't really need that. find foods from far away. I'm good. Okay, can't actually inspect the artwork. A culture again. Iron treads, an alien weapon. And that would be, as just describing the Donphan form, or, yeah, that we saw in the book October. Iron Bundle, an ancient civilization's robots. The mysterious Violet book makes a reference to a being called Iron Bundle, which was said to look like Delibird and possess spherical apparatus from which it would fire huge blasts of ice to propel itself through snowy lands. Plenty of theories about it have been floated. A leading one suggests it is the product of a long-gone civilization, a notion supported by the ancient writings that describe the design and usage of machines resembling Iron Bundle. My. Ancient, then. I won't get to see those, I guess, because I'm in the future version of the game. Charcadet's Adventures. Does that have any hints for me? Yeah, it sort of hints that it needs an armor to evolve. Okay, fair enough. That's not bad information. Hall of Fame badge is a record. No, I'm good. Okay, is that everything? I think I got everything now. Okay, well that was a lore dump and a bunch of reading. And probably a good place to cut an episode. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Paldea and Pokemon Violet with me, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when new episodes of the show is coming out. If you want early access to these episodes before they go live to everyone else, become a member of the channel because being a member of the channel gives you early access to... You could figure that out. Yeah. Go to my Twitch. Also, I stream on Twitch sometimes. Currently, it's God of War, but also Final Fantasy XIV. And we play that on stream, and we have fun and talk together, and it's a good time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.